Most car owners are unknowingly destroying their vehicles with simple mistakes that cost them thousands in unnecessary repairs every single year. The automotive industry profits from people not knowing these basic resets that take minutes to perform but save hundreds on diagnostic fees and part replacements. Today I'm sharing 10 professional-level car system resets that mechanics don't want you to know about. These are the exact same procedures shops charge you $100 to $500 for, but you can do them in your own driveway with nothing more than your car keys and maybe a cheap scanner. Tip number 1. Key fob reprogramming. Now here's another expensive trip to the dealer that you can avoid completely. Your key fob stops working, won't unlock your doors or start your car. The dealership wants $100 to $150 to reprogram it, claiming it needs special equipment. That's complete nonsense. Here's what they're actually doing behind closed doors. Insert your key and turn the ignition from off to on 4 times, ending in the on position. Don't start the engine. Within 10 seconds, press any button on your key fob. You should hear your door lock cycle, that means it worked. Some cars need up to 8 cycles, but most work with 4. This puts your car into programming mode, so it can relearn your key fob signal. The car and fob just lost their connection, like Bluetooth devices that need to be paired again. There's no special dealer equipment required, just the right sequence that takes 2 minutes in your driveway instead of an expensive service appointment. Tip number 2. Tire pressure monitoring reset. Here's another simple reset that shops love to charge for. Your tire pressure monitoring light starts flashing after a cold night or season change. You check all your tires, they're fine, but that annoying light won't go away. Drive to any shop, and they'll gladly charge you $50 just to reset your TPMS system. But here's what they're not telling you. First, make sure all your tires are properly inflated, including your spare tire in the trunk that everyone forgets about. Then drive for 10 to 15 minutes at speeds above 30 miles per hour. Most cars will automatically recalibrate. If your car has a TPMS reset button or menu option, use that after driving. This works because temperature changes confuse your pressure sensors. They need to relearn what normal pressure feels like in current conditions. The system isn't broken, it just needs updated baseline readings. Why pay someone else to drive your car around the block when you can do this, reset yourself and save $50 every time the seasons change? Tip number 3. ABS light reset. Now here's one that really creates panic. Your ABS or brake warning light comes on and suddenly, you're imagining thousands of dollars in brake system repairs. The shop wants to run expensive diagnostics and starts talking about ABS modules and wheel speed sensors. But here's the real secret most mechanics won't tell you. Find your ABS fuse in the fuse box, pull it out for exactly 30 seconds, then put it back and restart your car. If you have an OBD2 scanner, try clearing the codes first. Sometimes just turning your steering wheel fully left and right while parked can help reset wheel position sensors too. This works because ABS systems are incredibly sensitive to voltage drops, dirty sensors, or even hitting a big pothole. The computer gets confused and throws up warning lights for protection. But most of the time it's just a glitch, not actual brake failure. This simple reset clears the error memory and lets the system start fresh, instead of paying $100 just for someone to scan your codes. Tip number 4. Mass airflow sensor reset. Speaking of expensive sensors, here's a costly mistake that catches everyone. Your car starts getting terrible gas mileage, feels sluggish when accelerating, maybe runs rough at idle. The shop immediately blames your mass airflow sensor and wants $200 to $300 to replace it. But here's what they're hoping you don't know. Locate your MAF sensor between your air filter and throttle body. Disconnect the electrical plug for exactly 5 minutes. This forces the computer to forget bad readings. If the sensor looks dirty, spray it with proper MAF cleaner. Never use anything else. Reconnect everything and let your car idle for 10 minutes to relearn proper airflow. This works because MAF sensors get dirty over time and send wrong information to your engine computer. The computer thinks it needs more or less fuel than it actually does. A dirty sensor isn't a broken sensor, it just needs cleaning and a memory reset. This simple procedure has saved countless people from unnecessary sensor replacements that weren't actually needed. Tip number 5. Transmission shift reset. Here's the big one that can save you thousands. Your transmission starts acting weird. Jerky shifts, delays between gears, or hesitation when accelerating. The shop immediately starts talking about transmission rebuilds for $2,000 to $4,000. But here's the industry secret that can save your transmission and your wallet. Try this reset first. Key on, but don't start the engine, foot completely off the brake pedal. Press and hold your gas pedal all the way to the floor for 15 to 25 seconds. Turn the ignition off but leave the key in, then release the gas pedal. Wait exactly 2 minutes, then start your car and drive very gently for the next 20 minutes. This clears your transmission's adaptive memory and forces it to relearn proper shift points. Over time, transmissions learn bad habits from your driving style or voltage issues. The computer gets confused about when and how to shift. This reset wipes that bad memory clean, so your transmission can start fresh with factory settings, instead of heading straight for an expensive rebuild. Tip number 6. Throttle position sensor reset. Now here's another sensor reset that saves people hundreds. Your accelerator becomes unresponsive, jumpy, or the engine hesitates when you press the gas. The shop wants to replace your throttle position sensor, or clean your throttle body for $200 to $400. But here's what they're actually doing that you can do yourself. Key on but engine off. Slowly press your gas pedal all the way to the floor, then release it completely. Do this 3 times, making sure each press is smooth and deliberate. Wait 10 seconds, then start your car and let it idle for 3 minutes without touching the gas pedal at all. This recalibrates your electronic throttle system so it knows where closed and wide open positions actually are. Modern cars don't have throttle cables. It's all electronic and can lose calibration from battery issues or computer glitches. The sensor isn't broken, it just forgot its reference points. This simple procedure teaches it the correct positions again. Tip number 7. Infotainment system reset. Speaking of computer glitches, here's one that drives everyone crazy. Your car's screen freezes, navigation stops working, Bluetooth won't connect, or the whole system becomes unresponsive. The dealer wants $200 to $500 to reflash the software or replace the entire module. That's absolutely ridiculous. Look for a small pinhole reset button near your screen or in your glove box manual. Hold it down for 10 to 15 seconds with a paperclip. If there's no button, go into your system settings and look for factory reset options. Some cars require holding specific button combinations during startup. This works exactly like restarting your frozen phone or computer. These infotainment systems are basically tablets built into your dashboard, and they get the same software bugs and memory leaks. A simple reboot clears all the temporary glitches and gets everything working normally again. There's no need for expensive software updates or hardware replacement for basic freezing issues. Tip number 8. OBD2 Diagnostic Reset. Here's the biggest money-saving secret in this entire video. Mechanics use OBD2 scanners for almost every diagnosis, then charge you $100 to $200 just to read codes and clear them. But here's what they don't want you to know. You can buy the exact same tool for $20 to $30 online. Get yourself a basic OBD2 scanner. They work on every car made after 1996. Just plug it into the port under your dashboard, usually near your left knee. Press the Read Codes button, write down any error codes, research what they mean, fix the actual problem, then clear the codes yourself. This gives you the same diagnostic power mechanics have been gatekeeping for decades. You can read codes, clear them after repairs, and even monitor live engine data. Instead of paying someone else to plug in a scanner and tell you what's wrong, you become your own diagnostic expert. This one tool pays for itself after just one use and saves hundreds every year. Tip number 9. Idle air control reset. Now here's a subtle problem that leads to expensive wild goose chases. Your car develops an unstable or rough idle, RPMs bounce around, or it almost stalls at red lights. The shop starts talking about idle air control valves, throttle cleaning, and other expensive services totaling $200 to $400. Here's the simple reset they should try first. Warm your car up completely. Then let it idle in park for exactly 5 minutes without touching anything. Turn on your headlights and air conditioning to add electrical load, then idle for 2 more minutes. Keep your foot completely off the gas pedal during this entire process. This allows your engine computer to relearn proper idle speed under different load conditions. The system just needs time to figure out how much air it needs to maintain smooth idle. Most rough idle problems aren't mechanical failures. They're just calibration issues that this reset procedure fixes completely free. Tip number 10. ECU hard reset. Here's the ultimate reset that can solve mysterious problems nothing else will fix. Your car goes into limp mode, check engine lights won't stay off. Or you have weird drivability issues that make no sense. This is your nuclear option that can save you hundreds in unnecessary part replacements. Turn your key off and remove both battery cables, negative first, then positive. Touch the cable ends together for 10 seconds to discharge stored electricity. Leave them disconnected for 15 to 20 minutes. This completely wipes your engine computer's memory. Reconnect positive first, then negative. Start your car and let it idle for 5 minutes. This erases everything your ECU learned over time. All the bad data, stuck parameters, and corrupted memory that causes weird problems. It's like wiping your computer's hard drive and starting fresh. The car will relearn everything from scratch with factory settings. This reset has saved people from thousands in unnecessary repairs when the real problem was just corrupted computer memory. There you have it. 10 professional-level resets that can save you literally thousands of dollars in unnecessary repairs and diagnostic fees. Most of these problems aren't actually broken parts. They're just computers that need a fresh start. Before you spend your hard-earned money at the shop, try these resets first. If you add up the potential savings from just a few of these techniques, you're looking at $500 to $2,000 or more, staying in your pocket instead of going to repair shops for simple computer resets. The automotive industry profits from people not knowing these simple procedures. Which of these resets surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments if any of these saved you money, and if you want more insider secrets like this. Make sure you're subscribed because I've got plenty more money-saving automotive tips coming your way. Quick disclaimer, always consult your owner's manual first and perform these resets at your own risk. If you're not comfortable working on your vehicle, or if problems persist after trying these resets, please seek professional help. These procedures work on most vehicles, but every car is different, so results may vary. Always prioritize safety over saving money.